Americans, whoa there. Please watch your mouth when you're talking about the Jamaicans, okay?
Americans, get the Jamaica. I don't care if you have to swim back. This hurricane has been coming for a week now. You had time to change your flight. And when I have the audacity to complain about the food you're getting. Oh, we're only getting pastries for breakfast. Oh, they're giving us like goodie bags with snacks and things in there. Like, where's the buffet? Why isn't the buffet open? These people at the hotel who are rationing and portioning out food for all of the ungrateful people, their house is now flat.
And to the American tourists that are currently in Jamaica, just remember, your government's still shut down.
Well, this is not something I want to see on the internet. I don't want to see no division. I don't want to see none of it. Okay? Listen to me. Humbly I pray unto thee, God. Okay? Who created our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. Jamaicans and African Americans, this is not the time. This is not the time, and I rebuke the spirit of division that's coming up on the internet in Jesus' name. Okay? Because then why I'm waking up and then what I'm finding out is Jamaicans are not happy with African Americans because there's this one woman in the middle of a storm that started yelling at Jamaicans at a hotel where she was staying that they are not looking after them well. Jamaicans are saying, yeah, man, have you seen a hurricane like this before in Jamaica? Exactly. We also don't know what to do. We're trying to make sure at least people are alive. So, ma'am, stop worrying about the puree, at least for a day, so we can try and save people's lives.
So what are y'all doing for gas? You all knew this storm was coming, right? So you gonna give us bag lunches, bag breakfast, some pastries? That's so disrespectful. What in the audacity, privilege, and entitlement is going on here? I mean, you guys are in the midst of a natural disaster. A Category 5 hurricane, one in which people are dying outside of that fancy resort. One in which the locals, the resort workers, are away from their families serving you? I mean, my God, show some respect. This is utterly ridiculous, and it shows. It shows other countries just how a lot of Americans are. And then I heard somebody complaining, the bar's not open. The bar? I have so many questions. You know, I travel a lot, and I never travel unless I look at the weather patterns and I look at the best time to go to a particular place. We've traveled all over Europe. When we went to Dubai, the first thing we checked is when is the best time to go to Dubai? It's definitely not when it's hot. So we went in December. I mean, come on, y'all. Did nobody check? Like, the hurricane season is June to November. It's Googleable. And then people are complaining that they're being price gouged by the resorts, right? Well, y'all do know that the resorts are primarily owned and operated by companies and investors out of the United States. I mean, shared with Spain and Canada, but we got our hands all in that price gouging, y'all. So come back home and complain to them. But don't beat up the staff. What the hell did they do? They're trying to serve you away from their families. Knock it off.
Now, hold up now. I am happy to see that there's so many African Americans that are coming out and saying, hold up, Jamaicans, buck up. It's not all of us. Miss Ma'am, she does not represent us. And I love to see it. All I'm trying to say is, I don't want to see no division. I don't want to see your division. I rebuke you. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see. But tell me in the comment section, have you seen this story? What's your take on it? I mean, like, yeah, the American lady paid money to go to this beautiful resort. But you know what, baby? I feel like let the people first protect your life. At least you're alive. It's a hurricane. People lost their lives. At least you are alive. Let's first think about that. You're actually going to go back to the United States alive. That's what people are saying. At least you are alive. People lost their lives. These people are trying to make sure at least their guests are alive, not to put puree on the caviar.
Nothing but right out the storm, but this is what they gave us in our snack ration meal to go boxes. at this hotel, all-inclusive resort. Okay? This is a lunch box that they gave us. This has... You know, what is this? What is this?
So Jamaica's about to face a catastrophic hurricane, and this is what you're complaining about? You've got how many boxes in that bag, and all of them are filled with food. Considering the situation, you're whining about what kind of food you gotta eat? What were you expecting? Steak and mashed potatoes while a Category 5 storm is about to hit? And let's talk about the locals who shared that food with you. Locals, who are probably at work, worried sick about their own families at home, still sharing what they have with entitled tourists like you. And you're sitting there, laughing, demanding a refund because you didn't get the right food? A refund for an act of God? Is that what you're saying? You think Secret's all-inclusive hotel planned the hurricane? You're out here recording the food they gave you and complaining on TikTok because it wasn't exactly what you wanted? That's just ungrateful. Think about it, those staff members who are locals could be at home with their families getting ready for the storm, but instead they're working, serving you food. And this is how you repay them? Seriously?
I'm going to come on here and say this, not as a Jamaican, but as a human being. And I'm currently in America right now. So I'm speaking to American people. And I'm not blaming all of you because I understand that, you know, not all of you are like this. Do you get what I mean? Like, America actually has beautiful people, right? But I've been coming across videos of, you know, American people in Jamaica that are basically complaining at hotel staff and being rude to them about the fact that the food is not to their standard. Mind you, Jamaica has not seen a hurricane like this since 1988. The last time a hurricane came at this strength was Hurricane Gilbert, do you understand? And our parents speak about it, including my mom, all the time. So the fact that something like this happened again is truly devastating. Now I see a lot of people on social media saying, oh, but you could have left. Oh, this, oh, that. I'm not going to blame the tourist because I don't know what that tourist financial circumstances is. Maybe they never had the means to leave. Do you understand? Because it wouldn't be fair of me to jump on this lady with everybody else not understanding her point of view or why she chose to react the way she did. I'm not going to invalidate, you know, how she feels. But what I'm saying is, bro, people lost a lot in this hurricane. People lost their homes. And a lot of these people who lost everything are impoverished. But I just say this to say, like, be human, man. Like, just be human, because I get it. You know, you worked and you saved all that money to go and have the Jamaican experience, and it just never happened. And understand, it's not the Jamaican people's fault. It's not the hotel staff fault. Like, they did not conjure up that hurricane. Like, if Caribbean people had the power to not conjure up them things, we wouldn't. Like, I'm telling you, it's not their fault. Just be human. A lot of people have lost so much in this hurricane, including the hotel staff that some of you mans are down there yelling at, bro. They do not live at the resort. They eventually have to go home. And a lot of them might be going home to nothing. Just, I'm not invalidating. I get it. Your money went down the drain. Yeah, but be human. Just be a human being. That's all it is. That's all, you know? That's all I had to say, man. That kind of was disappointing to see, but that's all I'm gonna say. Just be human. Just pick it up with the resort. You know, let them give you a refund. You get your money and you go home, because what some of you don't understand is you go home to your nice houses in states where hurricanes probably don't even come. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have not lost anything apart from the Jamaican experience. Like, you're gonna go home with your life intact. A lot of people are not privileged as you. Just be human, man.
Americans, whoa there. Please watch your mouth when you're talking about the Jamaicans, okay? I'm not Jamaican, but I'm a West Indian woman, and what y'all not gonna do is try to fearmonger and spread weird narratives about the country. You don't know anything, and it's 2025 and your ignorance is showing. One thing about the Caribbean, disaster preparedness is a way of life. We've been doing it since we were kids. 2, most houses are reinforced by steel and are built with concrete. It's not the Weetabix houses you guys have. 3, when in times of disaster, people know how to come together and help each other. They're not fighting each other in Walmart for toilet paper and rations. We have more autopsy than that. We come together and we help each other. 4, your fear-mongering, tragedy porn, kink fetish, whatever it is y'all have where all you just like are so gleeful when bad things happen to people and you use that as an opportunity to be performatively good, keep that somewhere else. Jamaicans will deal and cope with tragedy however they see fit. If you didn't want your thoughts and prayers to elevate their spirits, keep them. If you want to be mad at people making jokes, cool, keep it to yourself. Because if we see you say anything about Jamaicans, I'm telling you, the rest of the Caribbean will gather and get you together. So if you want a nice time, Watch your mouth. The things that you guys are saying and posting and commenting are making it so evident that you are highly ignorant and you are not beating the stereotype. If you don't know about another culture, if you don't know about another country, is silence not an option? Ta gueule, pe bouche zola. Tu vas parler trop. Shut it. Keep your thoughts and prayers to thoughts and prayers. Okay? A lot of you are not going to beat the allegations that you are performative as hell. You're more concerned about looking like a good person than actually being a good person. These are human beings going through something very terrifying.
So when America comes after the storm, remember that on November 1st, literally next week, the United States will not be feeding 40 million people. They will not be giving them food stamp money because the government is currently shut down. Because the Republicans have decided that their bill that they have introduced will cut benefits, medical benefits, to 20 million people. And the Democrats decided that that is fucked up and they're not going to do it. They're not going to sign the bill. So the government shut down right now. Okay? So when them come to help you guys, the questions you should be asking: why aren't you helping your own people? Owner reach all the way at Jamaica for help we when full owner people need help. I just want to ask more questions. That's all. As I say, I can be crazy. Not a problem. I will be crazy right here. So just ask more questions, please.
Message to the tourists then within Jamaica complain about the food here. Are you tone deaf? Do you lack compassion? Do you have any sort or level of decency? Do you also lack awareness? You know, sister, we just have one hurricane. Natural disaster. Imagine. So many people are left homeless. So many people don't even have a bed to sleep on. They don't even have a roof. Don't even have no food to eat. And you complain about the food we get at a hotel. The nerve of some owner just dirty and nasty with on look nasty ways. We can't wait for him to go home. Just left. Go on in the river, go on in the sea, go swim back at your yard and come out.
No, put fun and joke aside. Miss R Fabulous, why did you invite Millie to Jamaica? Me I blame me not to blame Millie, because Millie no look like she too sensible. Why did you invite, okay, fair enough, you invite Millie to Jamaica. When you were begging ticket money for Millie, why didn't you tell Millie to also beg for spending money? Because this is Jamaica, you know, Jamaican people don't play with their money, you know. Unless Millie no want come back on the next flight to come home, tell Millie to leave Jamaica alone. Millie not ready for Jamaica. Millie need to go Spain.
I don't know who's more embarrassing. The people get on here counting how people use their food stamps, or the Americans in Jamaica mad because their resort isn't serving them alcohol. Let me be very clear. If you've never seen the episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians where Kim voluntarily jumped into the ocean and lost her diamond earring and started crying, and Courtney said, "Kim, there's people dying." I need you to tap into that sentiment right there, because the amount of elitism that you are spewing voluntarily, unprovoked, onto this app thinking you're going to get sympathy from us is egregious. I know you opened up your phone, you saw all the notifications, you like, yes, they're on my side. No, we all think you're full of it. We all think that you should voluntarily ask Melissa to give you a ride back to the United States. That's how we feel.
So my Caribbean cousin, I noticed on my timeline, a lot of the Americans were complaining that they were not receiving good treatment from the staff in the hotel in Jamaica because they're receiving food in a bag. Who sent you there? Who sent you there? You should be grateful that you're receiving food in a bag. If you're ready to leave Jamaica, go to the embassy and tell them that you demand that your president leave their warship, leave the Caribbean Sea, and come and pick up all the Americans who are currently stranded in Jamaica. Who sent you there? I am sure you received a warning that there was going to be a hurricane in Jamaica. Like I said, go to your embassy and demand that your president come and pick up all the Americans and take you back to America.
Do y'all know that being able to evacuate during a storm is like a luxury? That is a privilege that not everybody has. Obviously, there is a Category 5 storm getting ready to hit Jamaica. And I see so many people, saying, oh, why didn't y'all evacuate? Talking about the tourists who are stuck there. And it's just like, First of all, we are talking about an island. An island. There's only one way out, which is a flight. And in Jamaica, the minimum wage is less than $3 US an hour. So let's say a family of 5. I grew up in a family of 5. Do you think that they have the funds to buy a ticket out of Jamaica when, airlines are probably capitalizing on the fact that thousands of people are trying to get to safety? You think they have the money to do that? Like, let's be serious. Not to mention, depending on where they go, they might need a visa. They might need to apply for a visa. So, that's just not realistic. Some people don't have visas, to just get up and go. And they don't have the money to do it either, right? I've lived in Florida my whole life, and you literally can check the news one day, they say it's going to be sunny, and the next day they say it's a hurricane. It's a hurricane coming. Then the hurricane can say, at first they can say it's Category 4, next thing you know, it's Category 1. The hurricanes change very quickly, and Jamaica has never had a Category 5 hurricane. I don't even believe they've had a Category 4. This is new to them. They were not prepared for this, right? And tourists are going to a country that's never had a Category 5 hurricane. Why would they think that when they go, there's going to be one? And to tell tourists, well, why haven't y'all left? There's not thousands of people trying to get on flights out of Jamaica. I just think that some of y'all should just shut up. Pray for Jamaica, pray for everybody's safety, and just shut up. Just actually shut up. And lastly, I used to work for a hotel, and there was going to be a hurricane. Do you know the hotel doubled the price of rooms because they knew that the demand was high? They were price gouging, and I know that it's not supposed to be legal, but they do that. So again, it's not always realistic.
Okay, so this is going to be a hard one. It's going to be a hard one because this conversation is going to require us to step out of either or thinking for just a moment. And it's going to challenge us to step into both and thinking. So no us versus them, my side versus your side, black, white, good, bad. No invalidating one side for the other side. For this conversation, we're going to talk about things from multiple angles without invalidating anybody's experience or truth. And the goal of this is to reach a higher level of empathy with the understanding that you have to have some empathy in your empathy tank in order to give empathy out. So first and foremost, my heart goes out to the entire country of Jamaica, to every Jamaican citizen, to every person like me who wasn't born in Jamaica, but you have family in Jamaica, may not live in Jamaica, but you have loved ones in Jamaica. To everyone in connection to what is going on in Jamaica right now with Hurricane Melissa, my heart, my prayers completely go out to you. As a son to 2 Jamaican parents and a grandchild to 2 Jamaican parents, my whole lineage is born in Jamaica. I was the first person born here. This one hits home. I have aunts in Jamaica, my goddaughter's in Jamaica, both of my goddaughters in Jamaica. It's a really, really tough place to be in. Seeing the videos of so many tourists and how things are going down at the resorts in Jamaica right now with the tourists has been upsetting, infuriating, irritating, a number of those things, all of those feelings. To see people complain about not receiving 5-star service, to see people complain about not having emergency meals delivered to them during a national crisis, to see people complain about getting pastries for breakfast, to see people complain about just the long array of complaints. It's insane. And as a Black American born in America, it's disheartening to see and kind of embarrassing a little bit. It really is. And as a Black American who was raised under Jamaican culture and heritage, because my entire family was Jamaican, it's upsetting. Now, I understand there are tourists who are upset about having to pay, extra nights and extra money to stay at the resorts, and who are like being kicked out if they don't want to pay that extra money. However, let's put our thinking caps on for a second. Put the thinking cap on. You all are in the middle of a national crisis caused by a natural disaster. And the people who work on these resorts have now not become your like room service people. Y'all really complain about room service. That's crazy to me. They're not your room service people. They are the people who are fundamental to you all receiving care until emergency services can actually reach you, because you're on an island. Planes can't get to you to bring food and things that you need for survival. Boats likely are gonna not be able to get to you just yet either, because the storm is still in the area. Rationing food, eat the cup of noodles, bro. Eat the cup of noodles. I love y'all. Eat the cup of noodles. As a Black American, I can't just throw away Black Americans, because I get where this mentality is coming from. But as somebody who is of Jamaican heritage, eat the cup of noodles, bro. Okay, y'all are mad about the money I have to pay in the hotel. If those people don't have a monetary incentive right now, having a check for doing the work that you are doing when you could be at home with your family, or at home taking care of your own property, or figuring out how you're going to survive because you live in this country, and you're not just going to be waiting a couple days or weeks to get back on a plane and go home. Imagine having to work and your job is not paying you. If that happened in America, we would all go home. We would go home. We would not be Americans, especially in this American climate right now in 2025. Do you think the majority of the American population would be staying on a tourist location to take care of people that are not from this country? Instead, over taking care of their own families and their homes to do their job at a tourist location for people that are not from their country, and are going home to their own homes, their own peaceful, their property is fine back at home. And then your job is, if there is no monetary incentive for these resort workers to work, why would they work? And if they weren't working, what would y'all do?
Having next big back bumbo while I can talk about, we got granola bars for breakfast. And that you finyam. You look like my blood clad 17-inch TV. What you want? A steak you want for breakfast, girl? You listen say people them are good if you didn't get something for yam now, I could understand. But we realize your views you want, And so you record, so you get beaten. Move your big back bumbo while and go from yourself. Move, cause you know say stamina come from no blood clot yard. Your big no sweet pussy hole, you come and complain about your food. Look what we get for breakfast. What you do want, girl? What the fuck you do want? Category 5 hurricane and lick down a yard. Remember say we just want to look at that Panama pussy. What you do want? Move your big crave of blood clot and lift up from yourself. That me I tell you now. No what you doing, you come for you, girl. Cause we rub you out, any day in the world, we rub you. We no come go home. What Melissa ain't galang with all you? Melissa should lift you up and galang with all you, girl. Hey, girl, know what you do, man. Know what you do. That me I make you know. Big back bumper hole. And what did that blood clad 17-inch TV screen? Hey, girl, go in. That me I make you know. Anyways, me I can go about my business now. Take care. Bye.